The best knockouts. The best submissions.
Not going after him. He's out. He's out.
From the stars set to take to the cage on October 19th in the Battle of the Giants. This is the PFL Giants Top Finishes Countdown, presented by DraftKings Sportsbook. On October 19th, the PFL Battle of the Giants marks the biggest event in league history. Live on ESPN Plus pay-per-view, Francis Ngannou versus Reina Ferreira and Chris Cyborg versus Larissa Pacheco headline the night, with the new PFL Super Fight belts on the line in both fights. Plus, Johnny Eblen takes on Fabian Edwards for the Bellator middleweight title, and former champ AJ McKee faces rising star Paul Hughes. These fighters have secured numerous highlight reel finishes in their careers, and it's time to count down the best of them. Number 15. AJ McKee.
This is where Danny Crawford was saying, look, I want him on the ground. I believe I'm much better than him on the ground. And in knowing AJ McKee and seeing how good he is, AJ is very quick on the ground. He's got great movement, and in transitions, he will catch you if you are not careful.
Antonio, his father, of course, former professional fighter, coach, father, best friend.
You're looking right now, you're looking at an Anaconda setup. Danny Crawford's got some problems here, especially if AJ can bring that leg and catch Danny.
It is all over, just like that. Another finish for AJ McKee.
AJ locks this Anaconda on, and he just waits in time. He's not rushing, and when you see the roll, he presses against the fence, brings the roll. That is tight right now. It is over on top. You see him bringing his leg over that arm. That's enough pressure that it is closing off that blood to Danny Crawford's brain. He has to tap out or he's going to go to sleep.
Number 14, Reina Ferreira.
To a championship. You're going to see this nice big long right hand right on the button, and then followed it up with 3 big shots on the ground.
Number 13, Johnny Eblen.
Launches a low kick and another one of his own. Countered by Eblen as a big step left hand, and Johnny Eblen going on the attack and taking Body to the canvas.
Take a look at what happens here. Nice leg kick, and then he goes after the shots. Big left hand touches. That affects Huck Body. Eblen then goes after him, takes him down, and right away, heavy ground and pound, landing a big left hand. That jackhammer just kept on finding its spot. Huck Body turns his back. You cannot do that in a professional fight. That's what's going to bring the referee in.
Number 12, Chris Cyborg.
And the right hand again lands on Zingano. This body kick by the challenger, level change, and Cyborg ends up on top. Ground down and pound. Hammer fist from the champion. It's over. Chris Cyborg with the 12th first round knockout finish. Chris Cyborg remains Bellator featherweight champion.
Nice kick up high by Kat. She goes for the takedown off of it. Doesn't happen. And this is where Chris just finishes her off. She cannot stop anything Chris is doing. Frank Trigg says that's enough.
Number 11, Fabian Edwards.
Take a look at what occurs here. That elbow again. That elbow strike that we talked about on the exit, he did it again, and that's what started the fall of Lyoto Machida. He followed it up. Watch the elbow. He gets legs, can't hold him up. The left hand lands. One shot there, and he's out.
The PFL Battle of the Giants on October 19th marks the return of the undisputed MMA heavyweight champion of the world, Francis Ngannou. The Predator is out to prove that he's still the baddest man on the planet.
The biggest free agent signing in the history of professional mixed martial art. The hardest hitting man in the history of combat sports. Highly anticipated PFL debut.
Time for the heavyweight to throw down. This more than a fight. I'm the baddest motherfucker on the planet.
Coming up next, we break into the top 10 knockouts and submissions from the stars of the October 19th Battle of the Giants. That's next on the PFL Giants Top Finishes Countdown, presented by DraftKings Sportsbook. Welcome back to the PFL Giants Top Finishes Countdown, presented by DraftKings Sportsbook. Let's get back to the action. Number 10, Larissa Pacheco.
30 seconds remain in round number 1. They swing away one more time at least.
Pacheco's got to be careful. She's being a little lazy and dragging that right hand back to her chest instead of back to her cheek. She may take a big shot.
Larissa Pacheco puts a lady Kolesnik down and out.
Here they're trading. You see Kolesnik backing up Pacheco. It doesn't look good for Pacheco here. And then it was a 1-2. That right hand right down the middle. And Kolesnik, as soon as it landed, she knew she was done. I mean, just a brutal shot. And again, going backwards, bang! Right down the pipe. Dropped her right on her back. I mean, you don't see power like that.
Number 9, Paul Hughes.
And you can't cover and escape. Can't do them at the same time. It's always one or the other.
It's too difficult.
Yeah. The thing that Bobby King needs to do here is get an underhook, but as soon as that left hand disappears into the underhook position, his face is vulnerable.
Last 30 of the second. Totally dominant here. Paul Hughes.
Yeah, much stronger first, their second round. Paul Hughes.
Bad moments here for Bobby King. Hughes might be on the very verge. Predicted the second. And Paul Hughes makes a dramatic and stunning statement in front of the Irish crowd.
And against this assault, Bobby King, nothing he could do. Beautiful hip pressure from Hughes. Right here, unloads are about 10 seconds left. You can tell he wanted to finish before the bell, and he got it.
Number 8, Reina Ferreira.
Right to the low kick and then the front kick. And those things come up quickly.
And from what we've seen here in the PFL, Ferreira loves to get off to a great start. Very explosive, very fast.
We're 20 seconds into this bout, and already Stuart Austin's leg showing damage from those two. Look,
that was the right hand.
Right! It's a 1-2. Good night from Reina Ferreira.
My goodness. I mean, Keith Pearson couldn't have been better with that stoppage. Threw himself right in the middle of him. That was a brutal knockout.
It was the exact punch we just watched him in the dressing room.
Exactly.
Preparing to throw. It was that overhand right from that 6'8" position is just a missile dropping on you.
Number 7, Johnny Eblen.
Life. And immediately, Eblen, living up to his new moniker, Johnny Pressure, goes back to putting the pressure on Edwards. There's the counter-striking ability of Edwards.
There's that left hand that we're talking about again. He goes down.
Edwards goes down. Johnny Eblen pouring on the pressure and the ground and pound, looking to finish Edwards.
Oh, he's out. He's out.
He's out. Johnny Pressure is Johnny champion again. Johnny Eblen comes in as the champion. One successful title defense. The bell goes. The belt's up for grabs. Johnny Eblen says, not so fast. I'm taking the belt.
take a look at the sequence here. Eblen gets hit with a beautiful left hand. That's what we were talking about right at the moment when all of a sudden that right hand finds the mark on the chin of Fabian Edwards, and he goes to try to defend. But right away, Johnny Eblen lands another right hand. That elbow strike and that right hand.
Yeah, the eyes say it all.
Absolutely.
For Fabian Edwards, and what a shot by Eblen, the power, and yeah, he lives up to the moniker, John. Johnny Pressure.
That was a nice, beautiful shot right there that you saw by Johnny Eblen, putting him down, and then the ground and pound going after him. He is
shows
his
that killer
opponent.
instinct.
Exactly, you're going for that finishing sequence. There's that elbow right there, right to the temple. That's what puts him out. The elbow was the key. That's what hurt Fabian Edwards to the point he was done.
Number 6, AJ McKee.
Southpaw stance for McKee. Collared in the orthodox stance, you will see him switch. AJ told us in the fighter meetings he's going to surprise Clay Collard by going at him.
All right, now I'm going to tell old Dan Hardy down there, because we're getting started. The party is now started. This is Bellator versus PFL. I will concede there's nobody tougher than Clay Collard, but I want you to concede back to me there is nobody technically better than AJ McKee.
You have a great argument there.
Wow, look at this. Clay Collard's neck is in big trouble early in this fight. Both fighters are dry right now. That's a big squeeze from AJ.
It's so difficult to see if he's got his fingers inside. Wow. Straight into a triangle though. Beautiful chain submissions.
Wow, I did not know he'd be able to get out of that. Guys, a submission's hard to deal with, but a submission when you're dry? Oh my goodness. It's not going to get any worse for Clay Collard than what he's already escaped.
Now having to deal with this triangle attempt. He's got to be careful of the arm bar as well. AJ just chaining these submission attempts together. That arm is in trouble. That's a tap. Clay Collard submits to AJ McKee in the first round.
Clay did everything right. As soon as his head pops out, that's usually the beginning of the good news, but he looked the wrong way. Instead of looking into his opponent, he could have looked the other way. Considered a 360, a 180 come over, it would have alleviated that pressure, but at that point, I think a little fear had set in. I think that Clay started to feel, look, I can go to the emergency room, or I can get out of here in one piece. The result's going to be the same.
Live on ESPN Plus pay-per-view. The October 19th Battle of the Giants main event pits the undisputed heavyweight world champ Francis Ngannou against PFL champion Reina Ferreira. It's a fight between two of the scariest strikers on the planet.
Battle of the Giants, ladies and gentlemen. October 19th in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia.
Eu me sinto muito confiante. Tenho desenvolvido muito nos últimos anos.
Problema with the championship!
I'm the guy to beat. No question about it. I'm the money maker. My goal right now is not just about being back in MMA, it's being back in what I love. I always have a purpose, I always look for the reason why I'm doing. I didn't have a chance to fight for my son, man, so I think this is it.
Espero que ele esteja bem preparado, que eu vou estar bem treinado aí para essa luta. Com certeza, quem colocar a mão primeiro, o outro vai dormir.
Well, I have a problem, but every problem has a solution.
Don't go anywhere, because after the break, it's the 5 best finishes from the stars of the October 19th PFL Battle of the Giants. Welcome back to the PFL Giants Top Finishes Countdown, presented by DraftKings Sportsbook. On October 19th, the PFL Battle of the Giants marks the biggest event in league history. Reina the Problema Ferreira is the PFL heavyweight champion, and he's quickly established himself as one of the best in the world.
I am Reina Ferreira, the current PFL heavyweight champion.
Reina Ferreira, 6'8". He's just a different physical specimen that we often see in the sport of mixed martial arts.
Eu me sinto muito confiante. Tenho desenvolvido muito nos últimos anos.
Sheffield blocked with the left hook! Problema with the finish!
tenho refinado a minha técnica, o meu boxe, o meu wrestling.
Oh, straight right! It's a 1-2 good night from Renan Ferreira!
Não é à toa que eu fui campeão.
Renan Ferreira on his way to a championship!
Estou no melhor momento da minha vida, da minha carreira.
Renan has a lot of respect for Denis Goltsov's abilities, but doesn't believe that the Russian has enough to beat the problem. And another, Ferreira knocks down Goltsov! Problema with the championship!
Eu tô pronto para lutar com qualquer um.
Problema! The length, the strength, the explosiveness. Renan Ferreira is the problem for Ryan Bader tonight. Oh, right hand! Ferreira immediately drops Ryan Bader and goes right to low! The end of the fight! Renan Ferreira!
Francis, cadê você?
Battle of the Giants, ladies and gentlemen. October 19th in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia.
Eu sempre trabalhei muito duro para estar entre os melhores. É uma realização lutar com o Francis. Espero que ele esteja bem preparado, que eu vou estar bem treinado para essa luta. Com certeza, quem colocar a mão primeiro, o outro vai dormir.
Ferreira takes on Francis Ngannou in the main event of the Battle of the Giants on October 19th. Now, it's back to the countdown for the top 5 finishes from the stars of the Battle of the Giants. Number 5, Larissa Pacheco.
Wasted energy here by either one of these athletes.
You know, the power just on full display. Kolesnik did a good job of utilizing lateral movement, tried to diffuse that pressure from Pacheco, but you could just tell it was only a matter of time. There's that left hook right there. Delayed effect, but then she crumbled. Pacheco just on fire.
Number 4, AJ McKee.
Notice who was moving back. He's not stopped. He made a mistake there.
Patricio Pitbull. He said he'd do it with the kick, and McKee looking to finish the champion in round 1.
Made a mistake. He's not going after him. He's out. He's out.
Mamma mia! AJ McKee has made history.
Watch again the head kick come up. Look at the trauma of that head kick. Patricio's able to withstand that. Then it's the shots coming after. That uppercut with the left hand puts him on his butt. Again, right there's the mistake that you cannot make. If you're AJ McKee, you gotta continue on till that referee stops you. He then grabs the neck and he goes after what Patricio normally gets his guys with. There he goes, right to the point of unconscious.
Number 3, Renan Ferreira.
Ryan Bader in the white trunks, Bellator heavyweight champion. Problema, Renan Ferreira in the yellow.
I am on the edge of my seat for this one. I just don't know which way it's going to go. Is Bader going to level change onto a shin bone or a knee, or is he going to be able to ground Ferreira?
Ferreira connects, Bader goes down. These are all clean. That's where the problem is. Oh, still a problem, but the referee.
They landed on the ears.
You're right. You're right.
They were legal shots.
None of those were illegal shots. None that landed.
And the damage was done anyway. By the time those shots started to come down, Bader had already turned belly down. He was already out of the fight.
And let me tell you something. We know the power now that Renan Ferreira has in a single punch like that. And he will be fighting Francis Ngannou, who has equal power in both hands. Renan Ferreira punches his ticket, the biggest win of his career, 11th knockout for Renan.
Number 2, Chris Cyborg.
Basically doubling what Julian's been able to put up.
Nice drop to behind. Look at that. He's in trouble on this one. And the knees forehand. He is in trouble, Mike. Big trouble. Big shot again. This is the Cyborg that we have watched. Body shot heard. And it is all over. Chris Cyborg. It's the Bellator Featherweight World Champion.
And a shot upstairs. Nice leg kick, but watch the shot to the body. And there comes that right hand. Landing multiple times. Gets through her guard a little bit. Big left hand. Knee goes back to the kick. She's just starting to tear her apart. And then she finally lands that one body shot. Puts her right down. So you saw how that body shot folded her. A little bit of a delayed reaction. Anybody that's been hit to the body knows that feeling. It's like, I'm fine. Oh, no, I'm not. And it's all over.
And the number 1 PFL Giants finish, Reina Ferreira.
Nice right hand by Ferreira. Over the ear of Dennis Goldsov, and there's another. And another one. Oh, he's high low. He's high low. Down big time. And the hammer fist was better. Rob Laidlaw with the championship.
There's a swing and a miss by Ferreira. Takedown attempt by Goldsov. And Ferreira frames out. There's the big overhand left. And another overhand left. And the third one hits him right in the neck and puts him on the deck. And then the hammer fist onslaught comes until the referee has seen enough. Big right hand right in the neck. Comes down on top in half guard. The hammer fist comes raining down. Mr. Yamasaki has seen enough. The fight is over. New world champion, Reina Ferreira.
Thanks for watching the PFL Giants Top Finishes Countdown, presented by DraftKings Sportsbook. Don't forget, the PFL Battle of the Giants takes place on October 19th, live on ESPN Plus pay-per-view. Do not miss it.